The N word, whether it be Negro, nigger, or nigger, has always been surrounded by controversy due to the history of the word. Coming from a Latin word meaning black, the N word was taken and twisted and used as a derogatory term towards African Americans. Even in French culture, the word was used to describe African American sex slaves. In American history, we know the N word from being so heavily a part of the slave trade movement and during the civil rights movement as used as a derogatory term to put down African Americans and keep them in a mental and physical check. However, with the turn of the 21st century, the N word has been more prevalent in black culture. It's in our music.
Jane, gold all in my chain, gold all in my ring, gold all in my watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Nigga, don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Nigga.
Call to the fall, you can like it or not. Nigga, back the fuck up. If you ain't with me, motherfucker, you against me. If you ain't complimenting, nigga, you offended.
TV shows and skits.
Yes.
Wow. They want you to live in a free zone.
I'm telling you, man. My house is not a home.
Not if you can't say it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
They keep taking.
I think.
No.
Trust. I got this. Trust me. Trust. So, as a African American.
Josh.
Yes.
You do not have to say African American. Just say black.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, in that case, you know what word I miss? Colored.
What's happening?
What's up?
What's up?
I just.
Okay, Mr. Stevens, that word is offensive and reminiscent of a not-so-great time in American history. So let's all just take it down a notch. Maybe reholster our firearms. Charles?
In that case, maybe someone should tell that to the NAACP.
You got a point. Yeah,
You know that group been sending mixed messages for a long time.
With the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement and racial incidents such as this,
There'll never be a nigger at sea. There'll never be a nigger at sea. You hang from a tree, but it'll never stop me. There will never be a nigger.
the debate of the N word, should it be said, who should say it, have found its way back as a main topic in the African American community.
Just hear what I'm saying for a minute, Ben. What I'm saying is that the N-word isn't divisive. White supremacy is divisive. Slavery was divisive. That's the problem. And maybe, just maybe, it's not white people's position to tell black people what to say. I might see Trinidad James on the street and call him my nigga. You know why? Because he is my nigga. And the difference between Trinidad James and you is that Trinidad James has to deal with the same oppressive situations. He's born into a world where anti-black racism prevails. He lives in a world where police still might shoot him.
To gain a better understanding of how my parents felt about the debate of the N-word, the controversy surrounding it, and the reclaiming of the word, I asked my parents of African and African American descent to give their views of the N-word.
I love that word. A day can't go by without me saying it. I'm gonna call my friends niggas. I call my sister my nigga. I don't say it to my parents though, but I love nigga. Nigga's my nigga. I love it. I do not feel comfortable with everybody else saying it though. I feel like it's the connotation behind the word, not everybody else understands it, and it's not everybody else's thing. To take it is like you're kind of swagger jacking. It's not yours, but you're doing it because it's part of pop culture. It's cool.
Yo, these wings, Luke, fire.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you so much.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, man, have some more of this.
Grape soda?
Yeah.
Man, you too kind, Luke.
Thanks, man. Like, you'd consider me like a good friend, right?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I was just wondering if like someday like I could maybe say the N-word.
Say the N-word?
Yeah.
I thought you were serious, man. Like,
yeah, it was a joke. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so hey, man, I got an extra ticket to the Kanye concert.
Kanye?
Yeah, man.
My nigga! Aha! What?
You just said the N-word to me.
Cool. You hear Travis Scott say, you hear Kanye West say, you hear about all these people say it who wear nice clothes and who are in the media, and you say it to be cool, but you don't. It's not your thing because there's different connotations to it, and there's like different things behind it that you don't face that barrier. I could call you my nigga because me and you, if we go to the bank to get a loan, we might both get declined for our skin color. If a white man goes to the bank to get a loan, he can say nigga all he wants till he walks into the bank, he's still gonna get that loan.
The N-word than somebody who's very black. My thoughts on the N-word, it comes down to this. If you're white, don't tell no random black person what's up, my nigga. Like, that's not smart. If you're a person of, like, it's based on comfortability and based on how it's used as well. I have some. My white friends won't use it around me because I told them not to. But my friends who are of color, if they use it around me a certain way, I'm fine. If they use it around me a different way, I'm telling them, yo, chill. I mean, just like we curse around each other, I may say F you to one of my friends. Doesn't mean F you like I don't bang with you, but it's just a joke. But on the N word, you can't really police. You can try as much as you can, but you can't really police what people say and do. Now that's not giving every white person a free ride to go say nigga, but you have a right to offend, and you have a right to be offended. If you're offended by it, you can express that you're offended. And then whatever happens next, happens next. I mean, I've been called a nigga by a white dude who didn't like what I was doing at a certain time. I was willing to pop off, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. I mean, a lot of my friends aren't black, and they feel a certain way about some topics, affirmative action, even Black Lives Matter. They feel certain ways, but I still have to, no matter how uncomfortable it makes them and uncomfortable it makes me, I still have to raise that conversation because they have to respect my opinions on it, and I have to respect the way they feel about it too. So it is what it is. If we disagree, we can part ways. Life's not hard.
People who do use it, they say that we just like reclaimed it, which I don't think is wrong. Like, people do that all the time in other cultures. The thing is that no one ever uses derogatory words that have been reclaimed of other cultures. Like, we don't use spick, we don't say that, like, so casually, but everybody wants to say the N-word, like, it's so fucking cool. But it's not a part of your ethnicity. You really shouldn't be using it.
Kevin Williams mentions Black Lives Matter and how does this play a role to his opinions on the N-word?
I thought it was fantastic. It energized me so much. You know, I had recently, around the time that the Black Lives Matter movement had started gaining momentum and strength, I had, you know, I had been going through some issues that I had believed to be, you know, the cause of racism, and so when this movement started gaining momentum and strength, it galvanized my energy, and it made me, you know, it made me feel even more proud to be a black man. So it, you know, I had discussions with, you know, my fellow, my family members, my friends, my colleagues, and we, you know, we discussed this. And it just like, it made me so energetic and passionate to see all these demonstrations and discussions going on that really, you know, it brought to light a lot of different topics and social issues that have been going on, and it also, you know, cause these are issues that people, you know, they push off, like, oh, that's not happening, like, you're just being, you know, you're being what's the word, you're being dramatic. Yeah. And it's like, no, this is my life that's happening. Like, this is not drama. This is real life. Yeah. So I am personally fine with the N-word. You know, I use it in my, you know, my daily life. My family uses it. My mother calls me nigga all the time. That's just, you know, that's how it is. You know, I call my friends who are black. You know, I call them like, nigga what? Nigga who? You know, stuff like that. So I use it, of course. You know, I'm fine with it. That's just how I was raised to use that word. You know, as for, you know, like, people who are not of color using it, I don't believe in that. You know, like, that word was born out of a time of strife for my people, for my ancestors. And, you know, over time, we use that word to strengthen ourselves and our community. So we use it, you know, I would say to you, like, what's up, my nigga? Like, I would say it to you, you know, because you are my friend. But, you know, and you are a fellow black man. But if someone who walked up to me, like, you know, a white man walked up to me and was like, what's up, my nigga? I ain't your nigga. I don't know you like that. So, you know, like, that's just a term that is prevalent amongst our community that, you know, identifies us as being one of the same race.
Mm-hmm. So around the N-word is, it's loaded and it's very complex because people feel entitled to language, which I think is wrong, but I understand why it happens. So because I'm a woman, there are so many different types of things that people can call me. I'm a black queer woman, so there are a lot of things that I can be called that are wrong, and I feel like there's language that you always are allowed to reclaim. So the N-word or nigger or nigga in general, I don't think should be used by anybody but black people. I think it was used to put us down for so long that for us to take it back and give it power in our own way is really interesting to me, and I like that it happens, and it definitely creates a sense of community. Like, I know when I listen to hip-hop or I listen to rap, and, you know, I'm rapping along or whatever, there are a bunch of other black people, and we're all, like, swag surfing together, or, like, everybody's doing the same thing. Like, I love that, and it really gets me. And because, I think especially because I'm from PG County, and we definitely use that word a lot, it's a language, and it's part of our language, and it aids in code switching. So if I'm in class and I'm talking to a white person or someone from outside of my county, my conversation is going to be a little different, but then if I see someone like, hey, that's my nigga, or like, that, oh yeah, I get that, that's me, and like, that's fine, that's fun, and I like it. But you see it with a lot of things, like you see it with bitch too, with women, especially with black women, because when we acknowledge each other, bitch, like that's how we talk to each other, and that has less arguments around it than the N-word does, even though they're used to do the same thing. Granted, the N-word has a much longer history behind it, has a much more loaded history behind it. But if you boil it down simplistically, I don't think white people should be using it. And I don't understand why they want to either. Like, they seem very involved in the idea, like, I should be allowed to say it, and I should be allowed to say whatever I want.
Oh, how about that N-word? No. That's a good N-word. No, you can't say the N-word. Are you pouting?
No.
You sure?
I mean, we grew up together, man. Like, you dated my sister. I dated your sister.
You dated my motherfucking sister?
She never told you about that?
You know what, Luke, I'm sorry. You're cool and all, but not say N-word to my face close.
You know what, man? You don't get it. Did you know that my dad is black? Did you know that, man? Did you know that about me? And I can't even say it to him. And I can't say it to you. I just want to say the damn word, man. I just want to smoke an L, have a fly bitch to my left. Biggie on the radio, man. Without having to look to my left to see if, you know, there's a black man listening to me while I say that word. I just want to be able to say it, you know? I guess I'll never know that life.
However, not everyone is so gun-ho about the use of the N-word. Sylvia, who is of Nigerian descent, felt as though she can't say the word because she hasn't gone through the same struggle like that as someone who was African American, but their ancestors was taken to America. Here's her opinion on the N-word and how she felt as though she doesn't have a place to say it.
To me, I hate when like an African like uses the N-word, because to me the N-word should be only for like black people whose family like went through this oppression, because to me the N-word is like, if they say it, it's like a way of taking back the word, saying like, this can't hurt me anymore because I'm black, I'm proud to be black. But like if an African like uses the words, I'm like, you didn't go through this. And the problem is you always want to be part of like the black culture all the time, but when it comes to like fight for them or like stand up with them, that's when you tend to sit down and just like hide in the corners or just like submit to like a white person. And like it's like infuriating. Like I can't, like, I don't like to use the N-word. I never like to, like, because I almost not say it. I just don't like it because it's like I don't feel like I have the right, even though I'm black, to use that word, because my ancestors did not go through as much oppression as like other like black people's ancestors had. So
Sylvia isn't the only one who feels this way. Reverend Al Sharpton and Oprah have both called for a universal end of the N-word between all races.
I talk about it. Some of my friends is in hip hop. I talk about it everywhere I go. And all hip hop ain't bad, but some of this stuff has to be challenged. I remember we came out a few years ago and said we have to bury the N-word. Some of my friends got mad. You can't bury the N-word. I said it's bad, we've all used it, but it gives a wrong self-definition. It's a wrong self-image. We cannot let our children grow up thinking that they're nothing, because once you adjust to being nothing, people can do anything to you because you accept that you're nothing.
So, I've been, known for not being a big fan of rap music because of misogynist lyrics and because of the use of the N-word. And in the magazine, we discussed the use of the N-word and why I feel, everybody knows that I feel that we shouldn't be, singing the N-word. You obviously feel differently, and a little bit. A little bit, and tell everybody why.
What we discussed is more of words. People give words power.
Yeah.
And for our generation, what we did was we took the word and we took the power out of that word.
Mm-hmm.
We turned a word that was very ugly and hurtful into a term of endearment. So, even when someone says it, there's still intention behind what you say.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much took the power out of the word. Because if we just start removing words from the dictionary, just make up another word the next day. So we don't address the problem. The problem is racism, right? That's really the problem.
So we disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I said is, I guess my generation's just going to have to die out. We're just going to have to all just be dead.
When it comes to the controversy surrounding the N-word, rap has always been the front of the debate due to the uses of the N-word in the genre. However, not every rapper feels that the N-word has a negative connotation, and not everyone feels the N-word should end. When I asked Kayla about her feelings of the word ever coming to an end, she had this to say.
I don't think it'll ever not be used. I don't think it's ever going to go out of style. I don't think people are ever going to stop saying it. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I like the N-word between black people. I like it in our music. I like it in our communities. I like it in my conversations. I think it's fun and it's nice and it makes me feel connected to the people around me. I don't see it going out of style, especially because we're still using antiquated language. The N-word is very old, so old, and people are using it wrong, people use it inappropriately, people use it appropriately. I don't think it's going anywhere, especially because we keep talking about it and making a big deal out of it. And white people love stealing shit, so they're going to keep trying to keep it and use it and do whatever they want with it, whether they should be or not. I don't think it's going anywhere, and I don't think that's a problem. I don't think it's harming the black community for us to use it, so I don't see it being.
For me personally, I didn't fully understand the meaning of the N-word and the impact behind it, and to also a lot of racial things that goes on with the use of the word. And I didn't really get a full understanding of how the word is really a black thing until I heard the song by Kendrick Lamar where he gives his own interpretation of the N-word and what he feels as though the real meaning is. In the song Kendrick Lamar has this to say about the N-word and what he feels as though the true meaning is.
Soul searching. My pops gave me some game in real person. Retraced my steps on what they never taught me. Did my homework fast before government caught me. So I'ma dedicate this one verse to Oprah on how the infamous sensitive N-word control us. So many artists gave her an explanation to hold us. Well, this is my explanation straight from Ethiopia. N-E-G-U-S. Definition, royalty. King royalty. Wait, listen. N-E-G-U-S. Description, black emperor, king ruler. Now let me finish. The history books overlooked the word and hide it. America tried to make it to a house divided. The homies don't recognize we've been using it wrong. So I'ma break it down and put my game in a song. N-E-G-U-S. Say it with me, or say no more. Black stars can come and get me. Take it from Oprah Winfrey. Tell her she right on time. Kendrick Lamar, by far, realest sneakers alive.